Good morning friends, welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sankara. This video is also for the law of students, particularly MV Claims Tribunal or MVAct. You know, already I told you, MVAct is actually a social welfare legislation made in the year 1988, and so many amendments, very drastic amendments came in 2019, and mind you that these amendments will come into force from tomorrow, that is April 1st of 2022. So therefore, better you read at least the latest amendments in the MVAct. This MVAct is containing 217 sections. For this AP motor vehicles rules we made, and they are 486 in number. And you may be knowing that no fault liability, and second is hit and run, and ultimately the claim before the claims tribunal under section 165, 166, 167 and 169. All these things you know very well. So please remember, now the enhancement of the so-called compensation is there in the so-called no fault liability. Section 140 deals with the liability without fault or no fault liability or strict liability, as we told in Bhopal gas leakage case, strict liability. Sorry, that already I told you. Now, please remember, in case of death, no fault liability, please remember, the compensation was increased from 50,000 to 2 lakhs. Alage, in case of injury, 25,000 to 50,000. Please remember. Now, in case of the so-called hit and run cases, you may be knowing, hit and run, 161. So, hit and run cases, the compensation for death is 5 lakhs. And the compensation for grievous or critical injury is enhanced to 2 lakhs. And an important amendment is there. Section 166, please remember, Section 165 deals with the establishment of the MV Claims Tribunal. It is equal to district court. It follows the procedure under CPC. You know the procedure under CPC. What is the procedure they follow? Number one, they take the evidence on affidavit. They take the evidence on oath. They take the evidence of the witnesses in the open court. Number one. Number two, they can ask for any document from any government office. They can discover, ask for production of any document. They can go for inspection of any document. And they can appoint any commission to go and record the evidence of some doctor or things like that. Normally, this is the procedure under CPC. They follow this procedure. MV Claims Tribunal, they are equal to district and sessions court. Normally, ADJ cadre people only will be chairing this MV Claims Tribunal. The purpose of the criminal is, normally if you file a case, if you file a civil case, it takes years together. But this MV Claims Tribunal will definitely quickly dispose of the claim compensation. Of course, you may be knowing, according to section 357 CRP is also victims compensation necessary. You may be knowing, suppose if a person is involved in a road accident, his legs are amputated or if he died, the bereaved family, the persons who are dependent on him, there will be nobody to look after them. They need compensation. For that purpose only, we ask you to get your vehicle insured, at least third party. If you insure your vehicle for comprehensive insurance, it's okay. At least for third party, you must get, so that the insurance company will indemnify the loss of the owner in the shape of the compensation as directed by the so-called Claims Tribunal. So the Claims Tribunal will give the award. Please remember the word. Don't write it as a judgment. Right? So as far as no fault liability, you all know that the liability cannot be fixed on anybody. Jocularly, I told you that even though a boy goes on a motorcycle, hits a road divider and gets injured, he can get the compensation under no fault liability. In certain cases, hit and run. Hit and run means the accident occurs and the vehicle goes away, disappears during the early hours or some. If nobody sees, definitely they will go away. In such cases also, compensation can be given. So this compensation is from the motor vehicles claims fund. So that is from insurance company, no fault liability. Now, claims tribunal, already I told you, section 165 says that there will be a claims tribunal for each district. So many things, so many claims tribunals will be there. Second, 166, it is the procedure for filing a complaint. So whenever you want to file a complaint, you have to file a complaint under section 166. Now, according to the limitation, previously in the beginning we had the limitation of 2 years, and ultimately during year 1994 or so they said unlimited. Now once again 166 clause 3 says that the limitation period only 6 months from the date of accident. Please remember, it is not a prospective, it is a retrospective also. Please remember, whenever the offence takes place, from the date within 6 months you have to file the complaint. This is actually for this purpose only I am making this video, right? 167. So today we are going to discuss in detail in the class. 167 says the doctrine of election or doctrine of option. So when there are two options available for the deceased members or for the so-called relatives or the injured persons, then you have to go for only one. That is, either you have to file the case under MVAct or Workmen's Compensation Act or Public Liability Insurance, in which you are showing favor. But after filing a case under Workmen's Compensation Act, you cannot file another case under MVAct. Only one, right? Section 168 deals with the award by tribunal. Please remember, it's not judgment, award by tribunal. And later 169 deals with the powers, procedures. Just now I told you the powers as per the procedure as per the CPC they will be following. So please remember, the so-called amendments, they are coming into force from tomorrow onwards. Therefore, so the enhanced compensation and other things I have told you. So with this I am closing the CD. Thank you very much.